Any idea how much Canada spends on social protection annually? Well, in 2023, Canada spent $286.4 billion on that, including OAS, family benefits, disability benefits, and unemployment benefits. While this figure encompasses a wide range of social programs, it specifically includes welfare-type programs for low-income families and individuals. And it's important to note that healthcare is not included in that number. The number has been fairly consistent over the past 2 decades. And if we took the OAS and EI numbers out of it, Canada spent $200 billion on the remaining social programs like welfare. If you watched the first part of this video, you'll remember that the additional costs of poverty equals $80 billion a year. And I want to reiterate, that's also not included in these numbers. And if you didn't watch the video already, you should probably go do that. It's on my page over there somewhere. But for the rest of you, what's the solution? Well, I'm glad you asked. I'm advocating for the implementation of a universal basic income. For those of you who don't know, what is that and what would it cost? Well, depending on the level of program decided upon, a fully funded UBI program would cost only about $57 billion a year. Fully funded without increasing income taxes, sales tax, or any other tax type increase. It wouldn't even require taxing the rich appropriately either. We're already spending the money on other existing programs. It's just about reallocating the money by eliminating some other programs that would no longer be needed if everyone was getting a UBI. I mean, imagine if every individual in Canada within the threshold received a guaranteed monthly income of $2,000 to $2,500 a month, while at the same time it saved the government $175 billion a year. Wouldn't that be amazing? And let's talk about the benefits to the economy. Putting that kind of income into the hands of millions of Canadians who will spend and invest it will drive the economy forward even more than the upfront cost of providing the program, effectively reducing the cost of it for government even more. That's hundreds of thousands of potential new jobs created as a result of UBI growing our economy, and billions in new tax revenues. Statistics bear this out, that for every dollar spent on a program like UBI, more than $1 of economic activity results and an increase in tax revenues. And how do we know this? Because of successful programs like the Canada Child Benefit Program, which is already in place. For every dollar spent on that program, $2 is generated in economic growth, and 55 cents of that dollar is recouped in taxes from that economic activity. So a $2 boost to the economy for 45 cents. Fact. But the best advantage of all is that it would reduce poverty in Canada by an estimated 40%. Look, a UBI program is not only affordable and achievable, but actually saves taxpayers money based on what the government is already spending for social programs. But let's also look at a funding model that does include taxing the wealthy more equitably and reducing the tax breaks we give to multi-million-dollar corporations. See, if a financial transactions tax of just 0.25% was added to wealth portfolios, and an estimated $8 billion of additional tax revenues would be achieved to partially fund that UBI. And if a financial activities tax of 4% was added for banks and other financial institutions, a further $8 billion would be raised. And if we eliminate some of the tax breaks currently offered to wealthy companies, we'd generate another $10 billion. Round that out by giving fewer subsidies to the wealthy, and another $9 billion appears. If you're doing the math, over half the program cost could be funded on those things alone. The fact is, the majority of Canadians support the idea, so long as it doesn't cost them more. And the majority of people agree that those who can pay for it, the wealthiest in Canada, should pay for it. So if you see anyone in the comment section of this video whining about it, know that they represent only a tiny majority of folks in Canada. They aren't nice people at all. So I want to make sure you tell them exactly what you think. Hey, if you want to support me for the time I take to research and develop this type of content, you can, for about the cost of 2 medium double-doubles a month. You'll find the subscription button in my bio somewhere over there. Peace out. And if you're not already following me, you should. It's going to be a ride.